First Eyewitness News is tracking breaking news out of New Bedford at this hour. The Pinpoint News Tracker takes you to Hathaway Boulevard. That's where crews are on the scene of a hazmat incident at the Keith Middle School.
Now, this is video just in from the scene. We've learned a number of firefighters are now being checked out at the hospital and that classes for tomorrow have been canceled. Eyewitness News reporter Stephen Schuler joins us now live in New Bedford with what he's uncovered.
Well, we're just about a half mile from the school where fire investigators and hazmat crews remain on the scene at this hour. We've learned all the firefighters who entered the building and their equipment required decontamination. However, only 8 of them chose to head to the hospital to be checked out. Eyewitnesses we spoke with tell us the smell from this reaction actually made it impossible to breathe in the area. Fire trucks surround New Bedford's Keith Middle School, where vapors from a chemical fire sent 8 firefighters to the hospital Monday night.
The hazmat tents weren't up yet, so they were literally standing on the tents and they were just holding them down. And you could just see them like the chills in them.
Firefighters used a handheld extinguisher to knock down the flames inside a chemical cabinet found in a science lab. Neighbors could smell the reaction from down the street.
It was like a burning smell. It wasn't like burning wood where a fire. It was like a burning rubber, or just a harsh chemical smell.
City officials tell us the chemical reaction happened in the same lab where acid wash tanks let out a strange odor in recent weeks, forcing them to be shut down.
About 2 weeks ago, there was a backup from these acid wash reservoirs, and they were shut down. There were fumes, evidently, that came out. You could smell noxious fumes coming out of the tanks.
After that incident, school officials hired an environmental cleaning company to wash the tanks. With no school Monday, crews worked on the tanks and sealed them just 5 hours before that chemical fire broke out.
We think that's probably not coincidental. Somehow, chemicals that shouldn't have been in contact with each other.
And right now, the fire chief, as well as a science teacher and the principal with that cleaning crew, are making their way through the school to try to pinpoint which chemicals set off this fire. Now, the mayor tells us he doesn't believe the building sustained any damage. However, classes are canceled tomorrow at Keith Middle School as a precaution. Live with the breaking details in New Bedford, I'm Stephen Schuler, Eyewitness News.